When you write records for other people, do you write your own story or do you create a story that's not like that is a character?
When I write for other people, I like to try to put myself in their shoes emotionally, because it's really important with all the genres that I write in. It's really important that even if I'm playing a character per se, it's still real. And it's coming from a real emotional place, a real experience. So, for example, I just recently wrote a song for Celine Dion. And
cool.
I think she's putting it out in November. And it was inspired by, actually, my fiance was looking at Huffington Post one day and saw this article about her holding hands with a new man. And, you know, everything she's been through, it was so tragic and sad. And then we were like, wait, is she in a new relationship? Has she found new love after all that? And so my fiance and I sat in the car for like 2 hours after we got home from dinner, parked in our in our driveway, and discussed it. And we tried to imagine what it would be like if like I lost him. And then I had to like find the courage to move on and find new love. And so I was like putting myself in that place emotionally. And then I let that marinate for a long time. And then it became a song eventually.
So do you take those feelings and write it yourself and then give it to her? Do you take that into a session with you?
So that song was one that I actually just wrote with my fiance.
Wow.
Yeah, so it was kind of the concept was there, but we didn't have a song yet. I was playing a show in Montauk at the Surf Lodge last summer. After the show, I was half asleep in bed, and it came to me. The melody for the song and the lyric just like came to me out of nowhere as I was like half asleep. And I woke up, I was like, babe, I got it. And I got out this little keyboard about this big, probably has like 18 keys on it, I don't know. And I started playing and singing this little rough idea. And we were like, that's it. And so we wrote the song in the back of the car on the way back to JFK. And then we got home. I have a recording studio at the house. So recorded it, sent it off to Celine Dion. She wasn't asking for a song, by the way. I was just like, I'm going to write a song for Celine Dion.
Yeah, but by the way, like that's how you know that it's right.
Yeah.
Because imagine if she didn't want the record or like it didn't hit her ears, you know?
Yeah.
You essentially wrote it thinking about her,
yes.
for her, living through what she's going through.
Yeah. You know, and that happens a lot too. You'll pitch a song to somebody that you think is perfect for them and they don't want it. And then you're like, it's like at first it stings a little bit. You're like a letdown. But then the song finds a new opportunity. Yeah. Like recently I did a song for a TV show, the Hulu TV show. What's the name of the show? 4 Weddings and a Funeral. Oh, okay. And so I did the theme song for that. And it was a song that I actually started writing for Pitch Perfect 2, the movie. Yeah. And so it had this like barbershop quartet vibe going. My dad was in a barbershop quartet, so I pulled a lot of inspiration from that. But I was thinking about like a cappella groups and harmony and stuff. And so but Pitch Perfect didn't take the song. So it sat in my Dropbox folder of all these like half-finished songs that I have for like 2 years. And then this show picked it up. And so I finished it for the show. Wow. Yeah. So you never know. It's like never a waste of time to write a song.
I have a question 100%. About the Celine song. When you deliver it to her, do you tell her the story of how it was written?
I actually didn't tell her the story. I did she invited us to come to her show in Vegas right before it ended in June. And when we met her, she like didn't even shake my hand. She walked up to me and started singing the song to me.
Oh, wow.
Oh my. How do you feel in that moment? Oh my God.
I mean, it was just surreal. So my fiance was there too. We just started singing along with her. So here we are backstage with Celine Dion singing with her the song we wrote for her before her show. Made her show late because we were just back there like singing with each other. It was epic.
That's wild.
Yeah.
What? That's crazy to think about. Like in that moment, I mean, I don't know. Like that has to be like that bucket list dream.
It is. When I got the phone call that she cut the song, I burst into tears. And I have a video of it.
I mean, she's one of the greatest voices of all time. So
yeah.
for her to embody your lyrics.
Yeah. And then for her to say, Also, I want to keep your piano part and your background vocals.
Well, oh,
So technically, I'm singing with Celine Dion on the record.
What?
no big deal. No big deal. What do you think?
Seriously crazy.
What do you think she heard in the record that made her want to cut it? Do you wonder that?
Do I what?
Do you wonder why people want to cut your records, or what it was in that record that really hooked somebody?
I think it comes down to the emotion, personally. Like, I definitely put a lot of emotion in everything I do.